Hey everyone, this is a replay not about the destroyer strategy for Minsk, yet I have another video where I talked about that. This is another more overall talk like the one earlier this week. On the forum, recently I was talking and I made 3 key points on the post, which was to succeed and do well in an operation, or just in general, you need to know the operation, know your ship, and have a good strategy. In other words, knowledge is power, and that very easily applies to this game. And that's one of the main reasons why I've started making these videos, to teach people what I know and what I've learned just from playing. And like the video where someone was saying, don't advertise. Well, I'm not trying to advertise. I'm trying to teach, guide, so everyone can do well, not just me and my group. So here, this is a 5-ship division, and I'm using the Minsk, which is not necessarily the most optimal destroyer to use, as it does not have long-range torpedoes. And if you watch the video with its strategy, you have to slightly modify the normal strategy. So it's a little more risky to play this ship as your single destroyer when taking a short division on purpose like this. But that doesn't mean it can't be done. And this replay is an illustration of that. I actually have a 4-ship Narai replay with the Minsk as a single destroyer, but I'm not using that since we only got 4 stars. The reason being the bots decided to take pot shots at the lead transport and sunk it, so we lost a star. And you'll notice, even with short 2 ships, I don't change my route. If you already watched the previous analysis video for the strategy, now to talk basics of why the Minsk still works for a short division like this. First, know the scenario, and I've been putting videos up with discussion videos on how all these operations work. I know them like the back of my hand. And then next, you need to know your ship's capabilities and its weaknesses. And just like the Leningrad, the Minsk is one of the fastest ships in the game. It has the Russian 130mm guns with very strong armor penetration for its gun caliber. and it's a very slim ship, very easy to turn and dodge. Of course, its main weaknesses, as you already saw illustrated earlier, was the short-range torpedoes. And that's where the third step comes in, having a good strategy. And I already showed off the strategy for the Minsk in the previous replay. And the strategy basically makes up for the shortcomings of the ship. Now if you want to do a comparison with a Leningrad, right? A Leningrad, you don't need to charge the Iron Duke. You can just torpedo and go on the safe spot. And here I'm checking the smoke. It started pretty early, so the Nicholas will likely be inside, which is actually either optimal, as I am going solo for the aircraft carrier pretty much, with slight backup from Seb in the Belfast. And with the Nicholas inside, as you see, I'm just going to basically straight rush the aircraft carrier. And just like with the Iron Duke, the Strat is making up for the deficiencies of the torpedo range.
Ships were destroyed.
And Tide Chili is coming to help finish the Phoenix for me, because I have to be close range to it, dealing with the Lexington.
Авианосец врага потоплен. Ship commanders, provide cover for the transport ships. И палатки устроены.
And with the Phoenix finished, now we can all head in. I've also shown off replays for a 4-ship Narai, and you can watch the replays for that with the use of a Leningrad, a Nueve de Julio, I believe, and I don't remember the third cruiser, and then the Leon I did not get a chance to record. The third cruiser was Atlanta.
Clear the base zone of enemy ships. Destroy all enemy warships. в штатном режиме.
From here in the bay, it's the same basic thing that I've done before. Get in close, use some smoke, deal some damage.
Вражеский снизь уничтожен. Дымогенератор запущен. Постановка дымов завершена. This is the convoy commander. Our troops are starting to land.
Obviously, I'm playing conservatively because we only have 5 ships.
Вражеский снизь уничтожен. Двигатель в форсированном режиме. Крейсер врага потоплен. This is the convoy commander. Protect the base. Неполадки устранены. Линкор врага потоплен.
Well, the game's about to end, and I've pretty much shown off that you don't need the best ship, which in case this is the Leningrad, to do well in a short division like this. And I've done it in the 4-ship Narai. We just didn't get 5 stars that time. So let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.